How to communicate with a man. Everybody knows communication is the key to a good relationship. That's obvious. Communication is defined as a lot of things, but my favorite definition includes the successful conveying or sharing of ideas and feelings. But first, it's important to know that men and women are different, very different when it comes to communication. Due to this, there's not much understanding between the two of them. They do not understand each other most of the time. I won't take this video too long, but there just seems to be something on the Y chromosome that makes communication a bit difficult. If you have ever felt like pulling your hair out trying to get through to your man, you will appreciate the advice that I'm going to give you today in this video. With the help of my tips, you will find it so much easier to approach a man and talk confidently with him. For that, you have to watch the full video. But first, if you're new here, consider subscribing to this channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified every time I publish a new video. Below are 5 tips for communicating better with men. Number 1. Understand the fact that men and women process communication in entirely different ways. It may seem obvious, but it's really an important starting point. Until we recognize that there is a difference, we will stuck in a rut of communicating in a way that may make sense to use, but may not actually be connecting with those of the opposite sex. You have to understand that every man is unique, so is every woman. There are some clear differences in the typical male process and the typical female process when it comes to communication. I can't generalize it here because I want to keep this video simple and understanding. Well, this doesn't mean that this approach is right and that is wrong, but rather both the man and woman will likely have to come out of their comfort zone to find a balanced approach to communication in the relationship. Number 2. Introduce yourself properly. Now that you have recognized that men and women process communication in different ways, it's time to go and introduce yourself. This can be an intimidating step if you're naturally shy. However, most people are happy to meet a new person and feel at ease when someone takes the time to introduce themselves politely. You can choose to introduce yourself as an opening line, or you can introduce yourself once you have approached the guy and gotten a conversation underway. Just say it, "Hey, I'm Olivia." You don't need to feel self-conscious about introducing yourself because an introduction doesn't necessarily indicate that you are romantically interested in a guy. It's just a polite way to acknowledge someone's presence and set the stage for further conversation. Also, make sure you smile. It may seem obvious, but if you are feeling nervous or shy, you may forget to smile. However, smiling is important. It sends the signal that you are friendly and approachable. It also shows that you may be interested. Number 3. Ask open-ended questions. Communication is the key, as I said before. It's not just about talking about each other's days and saying what you had to eat for lunch. It's about being able to dig deep and get to know this person as well as you can. But it's not always easy to do that, especially for those who have never been comfortable talking about their feelings. And it's not necessary to make every conversation a heart-to-heart. You can start asking questions to your partner. Instead of asking yes or no questions like, "Did you have a good day?" Try asking open-ended questions like, "How was your day?" Asking open-ended questions gives them an opportunity to share more if they choose to. Keep in mind that not everyone opens up very easily. Be patient with your partner if they are not sharing all the time. We set boundaries around our emotions and everyone's boundaries are different. So be mindful and respectful of their emotional boundaries, and they should be equally mindful and respectful of yours. Ultimately, the more you get to know him on a deeper level, the more open and honest you may be with each other. And honesty breeds trust, which are 2 very important pillars of a healthy relationship. Number 4. Don't share as many details as you would with your female friends. When you speak to your guy the same way you speak to your girls, he is going to shut down. Men's minds tend to shut down when they sense an overload of words. Some details are important, but try not to start speaking too much of random stuffs because you are going to lose his focus. Research suggests that while men and women are equally intelligent, men tend to have a shorter attention span than women, so we can't handle so many words at once. Number 5. Learn to become a better listener. Effective listening in a relationship has powerful effects on you and the person who you are listening to. It's about understanding them and their feeling better. Listening is fundamental to a good communication, and a good communication is vital to a loving and healthy relationship. Being able to openly communicate and also feel that you have been heard is significant to the success of a resilient relationship. Listening is not just about hearing the words someone is saying, rather it is about understanding the person and the heart of what they are trying to say. In the counseling world, they call it active listening. Just give your complete attention to them, listen to what they are saying, and try to pick up on how they are feeling. It's very crucial in showing that you understand him. So guys, these were some tips on effective communication with a man. Now you will be much more comfortable and feel like a confident woman while approaching him. Hope you liked this video. If you did, then do give thumbs up and comment below what type of video you want next. Last but not least, don't forget to subscribe to this channel to get more amazing content related to dating and relationship advice.